Hello, and welcome back once again to Belmont Bunch. Today, we are talking about the Islanders' 3-1 win against the Buffalo Sabres, and why I'm angry. Oh, anyway, it's because we didn't score the empty netter. I said we were going to win 4-1 before the game, and we didn't score on the empty netter. That's why I'm angry. That's it. That's literally it. Anders, you can go on your forehand. Anyway, so the Isles put the chokehold on the Buffalo Sabres after the second period in this game. But we'll start from the beginning, as stories are traditionally told. Unless, of course, it's en medias res, which is like in the middle of the end. All right. So the Isles win this one 3-1. Anders Lee got us on the board after a first 15 minutes of the period that weren't especially impressive from the Islanders' perspective. Buffalo's a team that hasn't played in 15 days. From a narrative standpoint, you can come at this from two perspectives. You could say they're rusty, or you could say, oh, they're well rested. I thought they would come in rusty, and as the game wore on, Buffalo would get better as they found their skating legs. And it was the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite. So Anders Lee gets his, first I should mention, Semyon Varlamov makes a gigantic save on Victor Olofsson. I thought it went in at first glance. It's a pad save off the post. Unbelievable save. The Isles early on, a little bit leaky defensively. But they would get two quick ones. Anders Lee off a great play from that first line. Barzal with a body check sets it up for Bailey. Bailey does what he does when he's at his best, which is pick out the exact right pass. Anders Lee gets a good laugh because he was clearly trying to get it onto his backhand and wrap it around Ullmark. And instead, he tips it home and goes, yeah, I did that, yeah. So it's 1-0 Islanders there. A few minutes later, Pajot skating up the boards, and you're like waiting for Rasmus Dahlin to close him down a little bit. But he doesn't, and J.G. Pajot shoots one over the near post shoulder, the left shoulder of Ullmark, in one that he probably wants back, in one that the coaching staff will be angry they didn't close down Pajot on, because it wasn't a shot from the boards. Dahlin allowed Pajot to start from the boards and make his way into a good shooting angle. And it's 2-0 Islanders from there. And they would, though, surrender a power play goal. Victor Olofsson is a really good power play from Buffalo. They are in the 30% area on the year power play-wise. Just don't commit penalties. And also, this is Adam Pelech with a tripping penalty. Adam Pelech just had a rough couple of games. Just something to mention. So Isles 2-1. They would get a third through Nelson. It was not an exciting game after the first. Nelson, this is on a power play. A great feed from Bailey again through the legs of one of the Buffalo defensemen and tapped home to an yawning cage by Brock Nelson, who very much needed that. So even though he's not on the goal scoring sheet specifically, he comes up on the scoring sheet for the two primary assists from Josh Bailey. So an important game for him to wake up and gets Nelson on the board, and the power play keeps rolling. And from there it was over. As you see, the Buffalo Sabres managed 0 shots, and I laughed at them. I don't often laugh at an opponent because the Islanders don't blow teams out. So there's not a lot of laughers. But the Buffalo Sabres, I mean, when it was so bad, I thought when Ullmark went off for the extra attacker at the end of the game, that he would go straight to the locker room and just be like, all right, start showering. Team starts coming in a minute later, and they're like, what the hell, man? And he's like, oh, it was over. So I don't know. That's what I thought in my head. But yeah, the Isles 12-0 in a period where you're up by 2 going into the third period of a game. It shouldn't be that easy. And like I said, I would have thought that Buffalo would get better as the game went on. But when are they going to be good? When are they going to be good? Should we trade for Hall at the deadline? No. Hall is not impressing me at all. So yeah, that's it. Varley continues to look good. They gave Varley a period off, and he deserves that for how he's played. Yeah. Josh Bailey, great game. First line looks good. Third line looked good. And starting to get rolling a little bit. And if you get Bo back tomorrow, maybe you can revive that second line. And things are looking okay. Sorokin should get the start. Shouldn't be extremely dangerous for him. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see you again tomorrow night. And hopefully coming out of that with 4 points in Buffalo. So we'll see you next time on Belmont Bunch. Goodbye. I'm Belmont Bunch.